there, everybody. How you doing? So great to see you. I'm looking forward to such a wonderful show. I'm gonna have my girl Cassie returning to the show, and I always love having her on. Today we're gonna talk Nintendo stupid devs, or should I say stupid games from devs, or stupid moves that they have made as of recent. We're gonna talk games. We're gonna give our opinions on games that we've been recently playing and games that we're gonna be looking forward to, as we usually do, she and I. So, without further ado, let us get our chica in here.
Furry whores. Furry whores. Is that what we're doing here? Because I don't want no part of the furry whores. Yo, since they're gonna sit there and call it a Minxie simulator, that's crazy. That is insane disrespect. How dare you disrespect? Don't deny who I am. What is... Are you calling me a furry whore? Are you good, brother?
Flashbacks.
Oh man, yeah. My chat loves to troll me. They troll the shit out of me for fun. It's just a casual beating at this point.
When was the last time you had a frickin' furry game?
It's been a little minute. They've been a little nice to me lately. I think it's honestly because of this whole mass censorship thing going on. I know that they've taken down tons and tons of games that were accurately rated, mind you.
Yeah.
Just because these credit providers and whatnot, PayPal too. So it's been pretty wild.
Who started that? Was it Hypno?
Who started gifting the furry games?
Yeah.
It actually started from a different community. I don't know if you're familiar with the YouTuber Oh No It's Alex.
Yes.
So they started gifting him like furry adult only games to troll him, and we share a bit. Like I share a bit of his audience, so they just decided to start doing it to me too.
Wrath of the furry gamers. Oh my god.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Well,
Anything to get a laugh out of. I mean, I welcome it. Like a lot of people make fun of me for accepting furry games. It's like, dude, I don't play them, but guess what? Like it makes a bunch of people in chat laugh at me. And you know what? I'm not too big as to not be able to, take a laugh or be laughed at for fun. Like we're just having fun, man. And if it puts a smile on people's face that I got gifted furry Fuda goddess or some bullshit like that, I mean, it's no skin off my back, right? It's funny.
I think there was one time because you had just gotten the furry game from Hypno.
Yeah.
And there was that time where, to get back at him, I sent him a furry game on your behalf.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Man, hit that man with all the furry games.
and it appeared on air too.
Fire. Even better.
Hey, Abomination. How you doing, hon? Let's say hi to some people in chat.
My man, Golden Apples.
Oh yeah. Golden Apples, Abomination, AJ. Yep. We claim furry adjacent.
I don't know if you're aware, Golden Apples, he's got a game up on Steam that is wish listable, man. He's I've been keeping up with him. He would constantly update me on like what he's got going on, what he's doing, what he's working on in the game, and you know, it's getting there. I'm so happy for him, man. He's got like 500 wish lists.
Damn. Hello to all of you beautiful members in the chat. And also, not only hello to all of you, but thank you for helping me get to 500.
Yes,
That's just the
congratulations.
halfway point. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. Even
Yes.
if it's slowly but surely, let's keep on going with those subs.
Believe it or not, a lot of people don't make it to where you're at even right now. A huge portion of people that have attempted YouTube have not been able to manage to attain 500 subscribers. You think that it's a small thing, but it's really not. It really isn't. It's an achievement.
I honestly think the whole reason I've gotten to where I am is because of how much I rage out while playing games.
It definitely is entertaining for sure. Absolutely.
I will play games where I will have fun, or sometimes I will play games that are strictly for goon reasons, because I know the guys got to have their fun as well.
Absolutely.
So I'll play games like that every once in a while. And then times I'll play games like Devil May Cry, because those are personal favorites of mine.
Absolutely.
And I know when it comes to games like those, the channel gets a little bit lackadaisy because they want to see some sort of more of an interaction. But for me, when it comes to those games, they're more relaxing and they're fun and such. And all you guys in chat, do not try to get Cassie to wear a dress. That'll never happen.
They're trying, bro. They're dedicated. I mean, you know, I can appreciate the dedication, but I'm also very dedicated to not wearing a dress. So,
yes, and for those of you who have seen me spend what is now 17 hours on that one boss in Wu Chang, Perfect Bride, it is not that I have patience for her. It is the fact that I have a personal vendetta against her. And I will not stop until she is dead.
absolutely. We got your back, Scooby. You got this. Maybe another 17 hours, but
yeah, before it hits game over. But yes, this says, sorry, sir, but the gamers have spoken. Shut it down. I have to agree, at least when it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because,
oh man,
where do we begin?
It's been Nintendo has been trying to essentially I don't know, they're like for referencing, I don't know, Ghost of Tsushima, they're like the Mongols trying to take over Japan. Except I guess in reverse a little bit, but yeah, they've been wilding out. Their patent farming is really the biggest concern to me.
Oh,
and the recent one where they're just like trying to patent they actually successfully patented the general idea of being able to send out a animal to go fight on your behalf. Like, I could think of tons of different games that do the very same thing.
yeah, and they also have they also just recently got the patent for mounting an animal to ride.
Yeah, that's
It's like, what game doesn't do that? I'm sorry.
yeah, like, what are we not gonna have a Red Dead Redemption 3 now because of this shit? Like,
Yeah, and animals fighting for you and whatnot. Well, that's going to be a big problem when it comes to games like Final Fantasy.
yeah.
And other beat 'em ups.
The problem is that Nintendo's not going to attack these major companies because they will all band together to smite Nintendo into oblivion. They don't really want to step on toes. They just want to keep really the Pal World creators from being able to become a force of actual power in the industry. That's the entire goal more than anything else, to basically block out the small person from rising up. They're not going to go after Sega because Sega's about to is it Sega that's dropping Digimon?
Yes.
Yeah, so Sega's about to drop Digimon. They're not gonna go after Digimon. You know, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna go after Final Fantasy, you know, under Square. They're not gonna go after those games because they don't want to step on toes. The problem is that nobody else in the industry is going to basically say, "Yo, Nintendo, what the fuck you doing here?" Like, you know, like nobody's gonna do that. They're just letting it happen, sadly. Um, and it is concerning. It is concerning to me. It's concerning to everybody that likes video games. I mean, Power World, I think, is a very, very good game for what it is. Or very good early access game that deserves to exist. So I I don't know. I'm scared for the game. It seems as though they're not scared for the game. They're planning their full on release. So shout out to Power World. They're planning to do 1.0 release next year, and I think
Mhm.
that should be celebrated.
I know that they're also going after Pocket Pair. And then, of course, you know, they also have those really bad localized uh, translators. And as it
Yeah.
is, the head of the American version of Nintendo, they said, we realize that not all of you will be able to get a Switch 2 due to the price, but don't worry, those games will be coming out. The new games will be coming out on the Switch 1 too. Well, all the new games that are coming out are freaking Switch 2 exclusives.
Yeah. Damn, that's so which specific games are this, like, or is this just generally in the future?
Generally in the future, like
Yeah, yeah.
Kirby
So,
Rises Again and stuff. A lot of Mario Tennis. That the new Mario
mm,
Tennis game that's going to be exclusive. Um, quite a few of them. Geez, I should have written down the list.
is this like so I haven't really been keeping up with Nintendo's games like that because I was so disappointed with the Switch 2. I wanted to buy a Switch 2. I really
Mhm.
did. I was hoping Nintendo would actually save the industry. Little did I know they were Satan. Ain't fucking incarnate. It's like, wow, everything that I hoped you would be, you literally said no and did the exact opposite. So that's like the big disappointment. That's why I haven't really talked about Nintendo very much. I've honestly, more than anything else, I've just been disappointed and disinterested. And I guess for some people that's not a good thing, and I understand that precedent, but I'm only one person. You know what I mean? And I want to be excited for video games, and Nintendo really, really just took the wind out my sails, bro.
Yeah,
But my thing is, are some of these games that are going to be Switch 2 exclusive, are they like repackages of the Switch 1 version and then they're adding like a DLC to it? Is that how
some
they're doing?
some of
Yeah.
them are.
Yeah,
Uh,
because
it's like
that's what I saw. Like the
some for some
Mario
games, yes. For some games, no.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it's weird that they're trying to do Switch 2 exclusives. Because they essentially told their entire audience. Doug Bowser said, "Hey, if you can't afford the Switch 2, there's always the Switch 1." Like how, you
Yeah,
know, they
that's
did
what
with
he was
360
saying.
back in the day. So that is mixed messaging. We knew it was going to happen. I mean, it was a ridiculous statement to make to begin with. It's the main thing that made me say, "Go fuck yourself. I'm not buying your system." Um, because I don't deal in disrespect. I
Hmm.
don't. I'm not going to tolerate it. So.
And then, of course, they were the first ones to start with the overpricing of the games. I mean,
Well, they weren't the first to start. Um,
we all knew that it was going to happen. That's just how it is. Didn't matter the
well,
system. We all knew it was going to happen eventually.
the problem is the beginning of ninth gen, they introduced $70 games, and
And they're
we're
introducing $80.
yes. So pricing has been an issue for a while, and Nintendo said, "Well, if you think 70 is bad, do I got some news for you, good brother."
If
That's
you think
literally
70
how
is
they
bad,
approached it.
hold my beer.
Exactly, and I'm not for me, I don't really pay for $70 video games, because on PC, you know, I have so many key sites that I can go to avoid paying that cost. I end up paying around like 50, 60 for most full price games because of the different storefronts that I have access to. But um, yeah, I don't even want to pay $60 for some of these games because when I paid for a $60 game back 7th gen, it was a complete product. It was like you would
Yeah.
buy you would buy a game and given maybe it would have a single player and a multiplayer, maybe one of them was trash, right? But at least they did the offer. Hey, we're trying to give you value for your money. It doesn't work out, but usually more often than not, or at least hopefully, one is viable in terms of single player and multiplayer. It was a complete product that you paid $60 for. And back then I was happy more often than not. Nowadays it's like, dude, you're paying $70, $80 for a game, just be introduced to DLC like 2 seconds later,
Mhm.
or find out that the game is barren as fuck. Like I bought No Man's Sky day 1. It was a barren wasteland. It was literally just a big nothing burger. I remember playing and if I'm not mistaken, that was a full price game. Um I've
Yeah,
bought Cyberpunk day 1, didn't fucking even work properly on I was playing on PS5. It was awful. Like,
the
these are
stories I heard
expensive
from
games.
Cyberpunk were hilarious.
I
And when I
you
saw the
know
glitches when I saw the glitches for it on YouTube, I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was annoyed. I was just it wasn't even the glitches that were the issue, it wasn't even the performance that was the issue. Like, every time I would launch the game, my settings that I had set up would just revert back to default, and I just got fucking tired of resetting all my HDR settings and stuff like that. It's like, dude, I don't have time for this. I just wanna jump into the game and indulge myself in a narrative. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? And games haven't gotten better, they've gotten worse, and they want
Mhm.
more money for them.
Yeah, and on top of that, Nintendo has so many, I shouldn't say so many, but quite a bit of lawsuits, and they're the ones that are starting the lawsuits. Uh, and the thing is, though, is that not only are they starting the lawsuits, they don't ever really go through them. They always end up settling,
Mm.
uh, like they did with Power World, like they did with that young
Well,
gamer
they're trying
whose design that they started. I mean, not just started, stole.
well, they're
Um,
just trying to squeeze out, um, the Power World devs. What is it, Pocket Pair? They're just trying to squeeze them for everything.
yeah,
It's not
but
even
they're also
sometimes about winning a lawsuit, it's just about putting your opponent in a financial situation from a lawsuit to
yeah,
hopefully completely just ruin them. So,
and
that
then
that seems to be their
they
play.
sued. That kid. They didn't sue him. The kid went after them because they stole his artwork.
Oh, yeah, for, Pokemon, right?
Yeah, for Pokemon, and
Yeah.
then they bricked up Then they bricked up the Switch 2 system for a kid who bought it from, I think it was GameStop or whatever. It was a used
Mm.
version, or it was a used game, and they bricked it up. Uh,
Yeah, bricking systems is such an awful thing to do to your users. It's like, they did this back during 360, by the way. Um, one of my friends, he got his system bricked permanently. It wasn't like he could fix it or anything. Permanently bricked for, I guess he was too mean. He he's he says something and, Microsoft just bricked his 360, he had to go out and buy a new one, and,
Oof.
that's just a terrible precedent to set, because at that point, you just make people afraid to even wanna be bothered.
Yeah,
At that point, what is the point?
and then you have like the DLCs that are coming out for Nintendo. You could tell like half the game has been parts of the game have been removed just to make a DLC. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza, there's 2 DLCs that you can get for Donkey Kong Bonanza that just came out.
Holy shit, 2
And
already?
2 already, and you could tell that they were the 2 DLCs were just like completely gutted from the game. They could have been left in there.
That's
Um,
crazy, bro. Wow.
so, yeah. And
Yeah,
when the
day
new
1 DLC
Pokemon,
is always fucking slimy. It's always slimy as shit. It's never
yeah,
not gonna be. I mean, Street Fighter already established. Like, dude, Street Fighter 4 back in the day, phenomenal game. Revived the fighting game, like, just fighting games in general. It
hmm
it it honestly, I have to give it those props. But Capcom literally had paid DLC that was already pre-installed on the disc. We've already established that day one DLC is an awful, disgusting precedent to have, man. It's not good look.
Yes, very much so. I mean, it's, and then on top of that, they make it seem like, okay, so this will go on to, I'll have to move on to this part because this will actually, this actually does have a little bit something to do with it.
Oh no.
Game devs.
Yeah.
DLCs, you buy any, you'll go out, buy a day one edition or a special edition or whatever, and it'll have all these goodies given to it. And then after the game comes out, like maybe a week or two or a month later or so, you'll be able to get that stuff anyways via a DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, come on, devs, you couldn't have put this in the game in the first place as something to earn.
Or at least hold it back enough convincingly so that people are convinced that you actually were developing this DLC post the launch of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like even for yeah, for Lost Soul aside, the DLC that they have there for if you had day one edition or whatever, $10 upgrade to get the upgrade to get all the stuff that you missed from getting the special edition. It's like, what?
No, is it like a special edition upgrade if you only bought like the standard?
Yeah, like you'll get all the costumes and the jewels and stuff that'll help you. It's like, okay, but this is all stuff. Well, not all stuff, but half the stuff I can get in the game by earning it.
A lot of gamers don't. There's a group of gamers out there that if they could buy it, they'd rather just buy it. I don't understand it. I can't relate. The only thing maybe I can understand is like these people may not have any time to dedicate to doing certain things, but even then it's like, what's the point of playing the game then if you don't have the time to play it? So
yeah, exactly.
It's like I try to see other people's positions and things, but some things just will never make sense to me.
Yeah. And then of course there's completed games like Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 has got some real problems.
They got a Randy Pitchford problem.
Yeah. They got to get rid of Randy Pitchford.
I will say this, to be fair, Randy Pitchford has always been like this. There's never the one I always say this, the one thing I always look forward to with a Gearbox like release is a Randy Pitchford crash out. He always crashes the fucking. A lot of people, I brought this up too, like a lot of people seem to forget like the massive crash out that Randy Pitchford had on Twitter back when he announced that Borderlands 3 was going to be Epic Game Store exclusive. And this was back when like Borderlands 3 was like the first like Epic Game Store exclusive that I can remember that had some prominence to it at least. Because they had just gotten Epic Game Store going and he was like, yeah, we're getting a massive fucking bag to not put this game on Steam. That's literally what it is. Where literally at that time, pretty much all of the PC audience was on Steam. That plays new release titles. He had a massive fucking crash out when people were just like, yeah, you're a bitch for doing this. And he's always been this way. He will always be this way. I feel as though, I don't know, maybe at this point, since it keeps working, because you can't deny it, whether you like what he's doing or not, it is successful. Borderlands 3, even despite him being the piece of shit that he is a highly sold video game, and it's not even a good video game. I played it. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, it was
one of the worst Borderlands games. And despite that, it sold immensely well. Despite, Randy Pitchford's crash outs, it sold immensely well. I think that I think
I
that
think
honestly a part of his goal, or at least the method behind the madness, is that him crashing out sort of drowns out all the competition around his release title. Maybe that's the play, even though he's shitting on his potential audience. Um, I mean, I can't. The thing is, whatever he's doing seems to be working. The sales are there, so I don't know. I'm out personally. I haven't bought Borderlands 4. I don't like to play garbage fucking performing games in general, so
I remember when Pitchford, like at the end of Borderlands 2, like around the final, before the final DLC came out for Borderlands 2, he got in a bitch fight, like an actual physical fight with the voice actor for Crap Trap,
hmm.
and
I
fired him.
yeah, wow, I do remember. Damn, that's a
And then
that's a memory hold for a minute in my brain.
yeah, and then Borderlands 3, I hated Borderlands 3. It was rushed, it was unfinished, the bosses were freaking annoying. The story made no sense. I was
Yeah,
like, what the hell am I playing? And I'm absolutely 100%. I think the only reason that these Borderland 3 and 4, and Borderland 3 had a hell of a lot of glitches. Um, and I think
yeah,
the only reason 3 and 4 even sold is because one, it had the Borderland name tag
yeah.
to it.
Borderlands is super popular.
And then, but Borderlands 4, however, I saw how glitchy it can be, and the gameplay for it reminds me so much of Destiny, but with it reminded me of Destiny, but with Borderlands graphics.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's total crap.
um, Borderlands 3 is one of those games where I bought it day one. I bought the most expensive fucking copy too, because I was an idiot back then. You know how you get your first job and you're like, I'm gonna get whatever the fuck I want. I
Yeah.
got money now. Like, you know, like it was around that time where I was
Yeah.
just like, you can't tell me shit. I'll buy whatever I want. And yeah, I bought the most expensive edition of Borderlands 3 because I was an idiot. And you know, it was one of those things where every week, like my build would get nerfed into the ground, and I would find like a workaround to it, and then that version of my build would get nerfed to the ground. Like it was, it's so annoying to play Borderlands 3 day like as it's launching because they just constantly would amend things. And it's like, bro, like it's a co-op game. Like let me break it. Let me have fun. Like let me break the fucking game and have fun. Like relax. It's not that serious.
Yeah, for me, for like Borderlands 3, it did not take long for me to start falling through the map and getting stuck in places.
No man,
And
yeah.
from what I saw in Borderlands 4, it was worse than that. And
Remember some of my boys found this glitch in Borderlands 3 where like they literally got money to fall down from the sky. So I remember like literally rubber banding my my analog stick, my right analog stick, to continue spinning for like hours, and I went to sleep and I had like an insane amount of money when I woke up in the morning.
my friend and I in Borderlands 2, we discovered this one glitch where you could get you remember how every day you would wake up and you would have like a certain bonus amount of money for you?
Yeah, yeah.
So we found out a way to do that. We would sign in, and before the game would actually start, we'd turn it off. And when we would sign back in, then be twice the amount, and then it'd be 3 times the amount, then be 4 times the amount, and we'd be like, God damn, this is one hell of a glitch.
Yeah.
And before we knew it, we got the trophy that we wanted for having the amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah, be like that, man. Like gamers is just gonna do gamer shit, bro. Like as slimy as we are sometimes, admittedly
Gamers are
so,
gonna
like
game.
Exactly. We're gonna do the dumbest and I'm the type of person I'll play a game and then even I'm sure my viewers will watch me play a game. They'll see, oh, like the marker's this way. I deliberately go the opposite way all the time. I can't help it. It's like I have to go do the thing that they're not telling me to do because it's just gamer shit, man. Like I can't help it.
But the thing is about game devs, though, is that they get the idea in their head that they think that they know what a gamer wants. Heretic,
What's
that
their job to know what gamers want? They're just awful at it.
yes, and like Ghost of Yotei, people were excited, and then they found out, oh, wait, hey, look, we've been wanting a sequel, but we didn't want this, bitch. We wanted Jin. Yeah, but it's
Correct
gonna
sequel.
be a female. We don't care. We don't
Yeah.
care. We want Jin. You're gonna like her better. No, we want Jin. His story was not finished. What do you not get about his story was not finished?
I
Well,
think
we're just
more
gonna jump. We're just gonna jump a good couple 100 years in the future, and she's gonna be your new ghost. But that's not what we asked for.
what's annoying about this is that it's just lazy. It's
Yeah.
lazy as fuck because what you're essentially telling your audience is that we're doing the same thing with this character. Like we have to reintroduce a brand new character, tell you their story and tell you their struggle. That's literally what you did with Jin. Like literally we're just retreading the same ground but with tits. It's like
Yeah.
who cares?
And I
Who
bet
gives
you
a fuck?
anything. And I bet you anything, her story's not even going to be that good.
The thing is,
So
to
far,
me, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like my brain is tainted either way because it's literally like I just see this as retreading the same ground. So I'm naturally just going to be bored. That's why I'm not going to bother indulging because I'm just going to find it boring. It's just a
I'm not.
rehash of the same. It's the same steps. It's just in
I'm
a
not buying it.
different pair of shoes.
I'm not buying it because, like you said, it's a rehash. But also, the devs for this game have done nothing but left and right insult the gamers whenever they get a chance. Same thing with Heretic, whatever that one's going to be. Um, the voice actress in that one, what did she do? She did nothing but insult the gamers, and it's the same voice actress that's going to be in Ghost of Yotei.
Oh, you're talking about Erika Ishii?
Yes, Erika Ishii. You don't insult the gamers. If you want to sell your product, you don't insult the people you're trying to sell your product to.
I don't know how I don't know how we haven't communicated that. Like, literally, that's why we're gonna continue to spurg out, deservingly so. Like, I can understand if people spurg out and then there's, no justifiable reason for it, but, you're literally giving people the reason to just say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah,
Like, just honestly, for me, if I ran a company, I would communicate to people that work for me, like, "Hey, we are apolitical," because our product that we're trying to sell is not connected to any political narrative, to any political side. Like, if anything, we want to be politically ambiguous and not attack our audience over bullshit like that because we want to sell a product. Duh.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
it's
Look,
weird. It's just it's like at this point it's they're just doubling down for the sake of they refuse to just acknowledge that they're wrong.
and it's like they're putting their hands over their ears and ignoring everything around them when the gamers are screaming out loud, give us good gameplay, give us a good story. That's all we ask. We don't want a message, just give us good gameplay, good story. That's all we want. You can do it. We know you can. You've done it before. And
It's
game
yeah,
devs just they aren't listening. In their minds, it's we'll give you the opposite and we'll give you more DLC that you have to buy for $15. Even if it's just one costume, we're going to charge you an arm and a leg.
you heard about the new skate game that's in early access, is free to download.
No.
Oh, it's awful. Um, apparently it costs $10 to buy a t-shirt in the game, and I'm like, dude, I literally went to Walmart this past like week and bought an $8 and change shirt. So we're now to the point in video games where buying a piece of digital clothing is now more than buying actual real life clothing.
Jesus.
We're supposed to pretend that everything's okay. Like, literally, they're creating like Skate is essentially it's a fishbowl of a video game that's literally put in there to get people to flex their money. Like that's literally what the entire game is. It's an entire fishbowl created so that people can flex at each other. It's
Yeah,
not like it's a good video game. It's not. It's an
yeah,
early.
Nintendo did the same thing. They came out with they're coming out with this fire flower that talks, and it interacts with you in the game. And sometimes though it'll talk on its own at you, to you while you're just walking by or whatever, and it's like, oh great, it's a more annoying version of Alexa.
Oh man, it
And
is wild.
it's like this is not something I want from Nintendo. A talking fire, a talking one of their flowers or whatever. The last thing I want is one of those things that talks both during the game and after the game, and randomly if it just walk by and say hi to it. It's just what?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like these devs are just absolutely insane. And I mean, it makes you wonder what the hell were they thinking in the first place.
Yeah, you know what? I think there is more than anything else, just a lack of excitement. Like a lot of these games are just going through the motions. It's like rinse and repeat nonsense. Um there's not in terms of like the AAA space, the biggest like games that are being pushed that are being the most marketed are the most boring. They're uninteresting. And then they wonder why there's so much heavy criticism. Yeah, because we're not like wowed. We're not interested. You're not speaking to us. You're not giving us what we want. You're just telling us what we should want. And that's your biggest problem overall.
Yeah, but onto something semi-cherry. Sweetie, I know your opinions, and it's not just on these games, but on games that you have been playing overall so far. I believe you did say that it was, I'm not too sure, but did you say that you played Chronos?
Yeah, I've been playing it. I was really interested in the visual design of the game. I like that sort of dark and atmospheric, like little bit. It's not like a scary game. It's defined as horror, but it's more like I'd say like thriller, suspense, and I like games like that. I love thrillers. I love suspense. I wish there were more games that were sort of in that vein. So I was like, Chronos is kind of right up in my alley, man. So I bought it, and it's like this weird mix between like sort of it feels a little bit like it's trying to do a very slower paced Dead Space, um, but also mixed with some Control. And I like both of those. I like the aesthetics of Dead Space. It's pretty cool, but I really loved Control. I thought it was a really fun game. So far I've been enjoying it. It's very atmospheric. It's very I don't know. It's like it's kind of like you could tell where its inspirations are, but it manages to mold all of them into its own thing. And so I'm just like interestingly like uncovering like the past of this universe and stuff. And I like it. I think it's fun.
I've seen you play Mafia. Girl, you had some fun with that.
Uh, it's a game that I really wanted to like, but I don't I don't know, bro. Like they just did me dirty with
Ooh,
it yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I like the universe. I like that we're in Sicily. That's really intriguing to me. Like the place where the Cosa Nostra originally began. Like that was awesome. Like that part of it is really cool. I think that the main character, he's kind of an interesting guy. I think that he's cute. All those things that I like, I think are cool. The problem is the story just evolves into essentially West Side Story, in Sicily with the Cosa Nostra. That's literally the only way to describe it. And it's like I like West Side Story. The original film is phenomenal to me for a multitude of reasons. It breaks all of the rules with musicals, and that's the main reason why I enjoy it so much. And I think Natalie Wood is a phenomenal actress. She's one of my all-time favorites. But it's been done to death. Like, you know what I mean? It's been done to fucking death. And to do that with Mafia is just it's strange. The world was very interesting, but once again, the narrative, they chose to make a weak narrative the most important thing to the point where it lost traction very quickly for me. And I'm concerned with the games overall. Are we playing video games or are we playing movies? And that's
Yeah.
the main problem that I consider when I look at Mafia.
Yeah, because for a while I thought you were going to go into the fact about the car races you were having trouble with.
Oh, yeah, with the first Mafia, the remake of the original Mafia game. Yeah. That was crazy. I mean, I enjoyed the original Mafia remake more because it was more of a video game. It wasn't like a on rails narrative story. I mean, it had its story and it was important to tell its story. And I appreciate that a game that takes story seriously. But the original, like the Mafia remake, the original game being remade, it understood like, hey, we want to tell this narrative very well to a T. So that's fine. But when it came to gameplay time, they just let you play the game. And I appreciate that the developer respects my time as the player, and in turn I respect their time as the storytellers.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to start off with the one that's driving me insane right now,
Oh man.
and that's Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah.
I just for the past couple of days, I've been going up against this boss called the Perfect Bride Fang Ling. I have tried everything I could think of so far.
Mhm.
And I make it to phase 2, but every time I make it to phase 2, it'll be with either 3, and not every time I should say, but when I do make it to phase 2 and I have like 4 or 3 bottles, the damn phase doesn't even give me a chance to use them. Because on my 20-second stream for the frickin' game, I beat her on phase 1, and I thought that, oh yay, I beat her, joy of joys, and I was cheering and I was happy. And the next I know, they do a cutscene and her body starts twitching and moving, and I'm like, no, no. And you can hear me over the mic saying, no, don't, no. And this big ass monster sprouts from her body, and I mean big. It like takes up the size of the entire damn room that I'm in. And I'm like, oh hell no. And that thing killed me within an instant. And so I'm stuck on that boss. Since the I mean, when I first started the game, I thought it was fun. I liked where the story was heading and such, but then came the patch. And since the patch, I have no idea where the story is going. Nobody is telling me anything, not the NPCs or anything. So right now I'm just running around as a girl with a sword killing things, or trying to kill things, I should say. So out of a 10, right now I'd give this game a 4 because it is just downright. It is. It's been giving me headaches every time I play it. And for the past couple of days, I keep on hearing that boss laughing at me.
Oh man.
What was that?
Come on, chat.
Tony.
Tell Scooby to finish the game. She has to finish the game, chat.
Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you.
It must happen. I demand it. I demand the shorts fodder that I'm making for her.
No. You see, chat, that's what I have to deal with. That's my producer.
Absolutely.
That's his way of getting back at me for whenever he plays Doom, I come onto his stream and I just mock him every time he dies. I'm the death counter, and I'm not nice about it.
She really isn't.
Lost Soul aside, though, I'm having a blast with that one. I highly recommend it, Cassie. It's really fun. If you've ever played any Devil May Cry like game or any hack and slash like game, because this is like a combination Devil May Cry with a touch of Devil May Cry. Very much Devil May Cry in spirit, and it's really, really fun, especially the weapons that you get. It's the special moves. It's just it's absolute fun. The bosses, they don't drive you insane. It's got a simple story. It's not hard for you to follow. It's very easy, really nice, really fun. I enjoy it.
What's up?
And so yeah, and that's what I've been playing so far. Of course, come Halloween, my game schedule is going to be like completely, totally flipped.
Oh shit!
Everything that I'm playing right now, once October 1st comes, everything that I am playing right now is being put on the back burner, and I'm going to be playing nothing but scary games.
Ooh, okay.
All my podcasts will be nothing but on the topic of scary stuff. My reviews will be based on horror topics or horror shows or shows that are just happen to be in an area that we know as to be scary. Like, for example, that darn Kitty and we're going to be doing a review on The Conjuring. So that one I look forward to. That one's going to be fun.
Nice.
And games I will definitely be putting up so the chat can pick what games I play. So far, listing wise, it's going to be a choice between Silent Hill F, Siren, Outlast, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and such. So I have a good couple of ones. I have several, actually, I should say. So yeah, I mean, so far, because I've been focusing on these ones so much recently. How's Dying Light?
Dude, this game is everything that I needed right now. Oh my god. Dying Light the Beast is like, I am a huge fan of the original Dying Light. It's one of my favorite 8th gen games. It was the very game that on PS4 we were waiting for a game that was like, all right, what is going to define, like, when are we get a game that feels next gen, right? Because PS4 came out in like late 2013, 2014. It was like we had some, but it didn't feel like, all right, this just feels like it could have been on a PS3 or a 360. Dying Light was the first game that really was like, all right, this feels like a next gen game. I don't believe that this is something that could run on a PS3 or 360 with the amount of freedom that we had. And it was one of my all-time favorite games last generation. And Dying Light 2 it really got away from the first game. And I think that Techland as developers, they are really talented. I think so much so that they try to do so much with Dying Light 2 that it kind of got it kind of got too monotonous. And I think that they realized that. And with Dying Light the Beast, they were just like, all right, let's let's get away from the bullshit. Let's go back to basics and let's refine and let's add little things that really work and coincide with what makes Dying Light, being zombies, crafting interesting weapons and parkour. They expanded on that a little bit, and it feels a lot like the original game. It adds a few things, and they give you this nice world. And they combine, mostly what interests me is that they combine the Dying Light game was like you're in this really this city-like space, and then the DLC for the original Dying Light is called The Following, which introduced it's a true expansion. Introduced a whole new area that you can drive through with a buggy. So it felt like almost a whole new game. So they were just like, yeah, let's combine those with Dying Light the Beast and just have it both be like, kind of all just be in one specific game. And they did an awesome job. They brought back Kyle Crane. He was a really good protagonist for me. I enjoy Kyle. I thought that his voice actor is phenomenal.
Wasn't he in the first one?
Yep. So they brought him back. I like Kyle Crane. I respected Kyle Crane. I need main protagonists that are not just pretty or cute or handsome. I need main protagonists that I could respect. Like, I don't know if you played Judgment. It's the Yakuza spinoff.
No, I haven't. I mean, the only Dying Light game that I've played was the first one, and I enjoyed it until the game glitched out on me, and I lost all my trophies and my gameplay and all that stuff. So I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I get that.
I was like, "Fuck this." I'm moving on to a different game.
Yeah. I can't even. I can't make an excuse for the game, even despite me liking it. If that happened to you, it's unfortunate. It would disincentivize me too, sadly. So, I get that. But the reason why I brought up Judgment was specifically because Judgment has a great main protagonist. Yagami is a phenomenal main protagonist. Kyle Crane's a phenomenal main protagonist because I respect them as characters. I need to play as someone I could respect. That's important to me personally. So,
the one
Frost. This is true.
Cass needs characters that have more testosterone than you, girl, but I'm
honestly, everything, I couldn't stop playing Dying Light the Beast. I had gotten off my stream yesterday and I went to go eat. And after I ate, I was playing that shit for hours. It's a lot of fun. If you were turned off by a Dying Light 2, I understand, because I was the same way. I put like 30 hours into that game and I couldn't get with it. I couldn't get with the program. Dying Light the Beast returns to that form of OG Dying Light. So if you really like original Dying Light, I think it's awesome. My only issue so far is that it doesn't have crossplay. And the HDR definitely it's a little hard to get right. But if you put in the time to do it, I managed to get it to look good. I would say if you have on PC, mod proper HDR into it or something. But those are my only issues with the game so far. The HDR kind of stink, and there's no crossplay between different platforms. But you can co-op it with your friends if you happen to be on the same platform, which is cool.
Yeah, I remember in the first Dying Light, it had some great multiplayer PvP.
Yeah. That monster.
Had so much
cool.
Oh yeah, I had so much fun doing that. Did they bring that back?
I don't think that they actually did that, which I guess you could say that's definitely a negative for sure.
Because that was so fun.
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, I have a video clip of me and my buddy Scott playing Dying Light, and we're doing PvP, and I'm the monster, and it's a brief little video clip on my YouTube channel. He's pretty much got me cornered. You could tell he's killed me. Yet for some reason I panicked. I started button mashing, flipped him over, squeezed his head, and he burst up. He blew up. I was like, whoa. He got so angry. He was like, "That's bullshit." I was like, not for me.
You know, I think they were really trying to tap into, like, the Left 4 Dead audience with that because, you know, it had been a while since a Left 4 Dead game came out, and, people were people still want another Left 4 Dead. So I think that's kinda their way of, like, giving, appealing to that audience, and Chief in the chat was saying the writing is mid, and that's I think is a fair criticism as well. I think that most zombie games don't really have very good writing. And when there is good writing, they concentrate too much on the people, and I don't really care so much for that personally. I think the main reason why I like zombie games because they kind of get to the point of the gameplay and it's less prominent to the writing, which I mean is it makes me the particular gamer that I am. Some people don't like that, and I understand that. I think that zombie games they're more niche nowadays. It's not for everybody. A lot of people get sick every time they see a new zombie game, but I love it. I'm excited for a new zombie game. So
Yeah,
that's just me
I like
personally.
zombie games, especially
Mhm.
Lollipop Chainsaw. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Yeah, Lollipop Chainsaw is fucking insane. It's very charming.
If you don't like Lollipop Chainsaw, something's wrong with you.
Um, Wolfie is asking, was Walking Dead decent for writing? Are you talking about the game itself or the show? The game, the first 2 seasons of Telltale's The Walking Dead was solid. The first season was phenomenal. I think Lee and Clementine are some of the best protagonists ever in video games, in my opinion. 2, it's like it's not as good as the first as season 1, but still really good. Then it kind of goes downhill from there. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walking Dead, I never got into. My brother adored it, but I never did, because it just I couldn't really just catch on to the story. I really couldn't. It was like, okay,
are you talking about the show or the
the show,
seasons of
the
games?
show.
Yeah.
But the game, however, once again, I couldn't get into it.
Oh, really? Did you try at least?
I tried so hard, but I was like, I just can't. I couldn't.
It's fair. I mean, I understand. Like, people want video games, to be gameplay a lot of the time, and I'm like that too. But when it comes to like games that are just like, hey, just letting you know up front, this is we're an interactive movie. I can accept that, right? I just don't like games that pretend to be like action and then they turn out to be like super narrative driven, like action by the wayside sort of thing. So, some people aren't into narrative tales in video games, which is fine. I can understand that. I'm open to it as long as the story's good. And
Hypnotic.
Frostfang says he prefers Wolf Among Us. Yeah, absolutely. I think that Wolf Among Us is phenomenal too.
Hypnotic. The Walking Dead TV show was such a huge phenomenon. It was
Yep.
like TV. It was like for Avengers was for movies. The moment Negan did his thing and everyone got their payoff, it fell off hard.
I was a huge The Walking Dead fan at one point. I have statues still in boxes of Walking Dead characters. I don't dare show that shit. I'm actually kind of ashamed to be a once Walking Dead fan. Fucking Glenn was my favorite character. Glenn was awesome, and then he fell off hard. But when I mean falling off hard, I mean before he got, dealt with, I guess you could say. For them, I still am pissed off that they used they faked his death as a fucking plot device, only to literally kill him after it was discovered he was actually alive the whole time. I was like, you guys are a bunch of pieces of shit. Go fuck yourselves. So I was big mad.
Hypnotic. Also, what I enjoy about Walking Dead is that you can write entirely new original characters different from the source material, and if it's written well, people will love them and not complain.
Yep. You have to have talented people if you're going to do stuff like that. Because there's so many instances of garbage writers deviating from story. Now people demand story accurate stuff, which I understand is the proper reaction to have when you have incompetent people just pissing all over, these franchises or intellectual properties that we're attached to. 100%.
Yeah. Let's see, on to something goody though. Boom.
Oh snap!
I am so looking forward to Mouse PI for Hire.
Yeah, that's a beautiful game. So beautiful.
Yeah, the artwork for it looks great, and I just can't. I am very angry with Disney right now. So this is a Mouse PI for Hire is going to be a very, very good stress reliever for me.
Mm. Yeah, I love first person shooters in general. As long as they're good, obviously, I'm not going to be bothered with a bad first person shooter, but the artistry surrounding Mouse PI for Hire, the callings back to, classic cartoons and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
how they represent that, how they've accurately done so. It's not easy to do in modern day. We're so used to different things, right? So to kind of take it back and do all this artwork for it, they're awesome, man.
Yeah,
Very, very fun game.
I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters, but if a game looks good and it
Mhm.
looks fun, I'll give it a try, but it also depends on the graphics. And what
Mhm.
I mean by
Absolutely.
that is if a first-person shooter has the type of graphics that'll make you nauseous.
Yeah.
Like, for
No, that's
some
completely fair.
reason the Borderlands, games don't make me nauseous. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way they designed their game with the cartoon-like graphics. I don't know.
Mhm.
It does not make me dizzy. Destiny
Mhm.
does not make me dizzy.
Mhm.
There are several other first-person shooter games that I have tried and just failed. Could not do it.
Yeah. Too realistic, maybe? It's like tricking your mind or something like that?
I wouldn't say too realistic, but just they make me very dizzy.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
Silent Hill F, I'm definitely getting. Like I said,
Mm.
it's part of my special Halloween game list, so I'm definitely getting that. And
Nice, nice.
I love Silent Hill overall. I mean, the
Mhm.
remakes have kind of been kind of crap, but this one looks really good, and I have real high hopes for it. Not to the point of pre-ordering, but I got high hopes for it.
Does look cool.
Sonic Crossworlds.
Yeah.
I know there's a demo for it.
Yeah, I tried the beta. It was actually really fun. If you like Mario Kart 8, this is it plays a lot like Mario Kart 8. So, I think that's definitely gonna be a strength.
Yeah, I heard you saying about how you enjoyed it because it was like Mario Kart 8. Like, how so?
Um, Basically, the control scheme is generally the same. How the drifting process feels very similar. Just the general driving mechanics feel very similar to Mario Kart 8. And I think even from the couple of tracks that I got, though they're show like it's Mario Kart 8 and how it feels to drive around, drifting and all your movements, but it's like trying to be more flashy. Now, for some people, that might be a turnoff because there's a lot, admittedly so, there's a lot going on, in one simple race. It can be, I thought I was gonna be overwhelmed, but once I realized, dude, I'm just gonna play this like how I drive in Mario Kart 8, and it's like it essentially became like the same thing pretty much. It became more simple because it can feel overwhelming with how much is going on in the field. Item boxes, same thing. You have some that are double item boxes. Uh, it's very very similar. It's not much. You would think that, oh, this actually feels like it's going to be a lot, a lot, but it's actually not if you simplify it from that perspective. Like this is Mario Kart 8 just with a little more flash and pizzazz.
Um, I'm actually very, very curious about where winds meet. So little information story-wise
Yeah,
has been
yeah.
released, but
Yeah,
it
I remember
really
seeing it
looks.
years ago, like early PS5, like ninth gen. I remember seeing Where Winds Meet, and I don't know, man. I was definitely skeptical. Like, is this a game like this even real? Like, can this even be made? And then it's been a while. They're continuing to update like slowly but surely, but yeah,
I
I'm
think
interested to see as well.
I think it comes out in November, either November or December.
Damn, that's kind of wild. I don't know
And
enough about it. to really be like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Even though I've always been generally interested for years.
And Phantom Blade Zero, that's another one that I'm very curious
Yeah,
about.
yeah, it looks really cool.
And I know there's one that has the guy you love to simp for, Onimusha.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Onimusha, I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it yet. I'm very, very intrigued. I mean, I was a huge fan of Onimusha 1 and 3. I was a big Samanosuke fangirl, so when 2 didn't have Samanosuke, I was out. I've always been that way. A lot of people be like, "Oh, like, you're this whole modern like mindset of like, well, if Jin's not in the game, you're not going to play Ghost of Yote." It's like I've always been this way. I literally people say Onimusha 2 is the best Onimusha. I didn't play it because it was Jubei and not Samanosuke. I've always been this way. It's not something new.
Oh, so it's not,
Personally,
so I'm not the only one that thinks like that.
yeah, like dude, a main protagonist means a lot to me. It always has. It's why I want a main protagonist that I can respect and I like because that's super important to me. A lot of people see stoicism as boring, and I think that people that are like that are lame. Stoicism is very important to me. I like a stoic main protagonist that's respectable. I think Yagami was perfect in Judgment. I think Jin Sakai was perfect in Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah,
I very respectable men. I like them.
I loved the Ghost of Tsushima. I loved the PvP and the co-op for Ghost of Tsushima. I thought that was really fun. The character Jin himself was great. I loved the story. It was a great story. Yeah. Great timing. The story was great. They got a lot of the stuff, such as gods that were worshipped and such. They got a lot of that right. Which a lot of game companies nowadays, they don't give a shit about. A good example would be Assassin's Creed Shadows. They didn't care.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
care.
oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
No, they didn't care if they got anything right or wrong. They just wanted the game out.
Yeah. Yeah, the big factor in Onimusha that's interesting to me, at least from character perspective, you're literally playing as Toshiro Mifune. And anybody who knows like, classic, Japanese films, like he's the guy. Like he's one of the biggest actors, um Japanese actors, period. Like he's the man. Like he was their movie star. Big fucking name in Japan in a lot of phenomenal movies like Yojimbo, Seven Samurai. He was the main. He's the movie star. He was like the Clint Eastwood for them over there. So I think that he's a phenomenal actor, and it's cool that he's actually going to be the main character. Like his face, his face is representing the main character in Onimusha. I think that's awesome.
Now I can't speak because I don't have a Switch 2, and hell will freeze over before I even so much as consider buying one. But a lot of people are really looking forward to. It's like I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I would say it's about 50-50 when it comes to Metroid, the new Metroid game. A lot of people are turned off by it, and a lot of people aren't.
I mean, I want to play the new Metroid because I think it looks really cool. I think Samus looks dope. I think the world is very interesting. I think that it'd be fun, and I like first person shooters. So that's what's interesting to me. But I don't want to play it on the Switch One. They're still putting it out on the Switch One because it was a promise from literally before the Switch One even launched that they were going to provide Metroid Prime 4 on there. Unfortunately, it took an entire generation to get out. So I don't want to play the shittiest version of the game, but I'm also not going to buy a Switch 2 to play it either. So that's literally the situation I'm in. So
Yeah, from what I understand, what a lot of people didn't like is when the Metroid games went from 2D to 3D to 3D FPS instead of platform. And I can understand if that's if that upsets some people, because disrupting the norm is it's it's a it's a it's something that a lot of gamers are guilty of. They don't like something that they're used to be disrupted, because then you have to relearn everything you know.
well,
Which I can understand.
Prime games have always been relatively appreciated. People seem to have always liked those for the most part. Obviously does deviate from the Metroidvania style that Metroid is known for as defined, really. But I mean, Nintendo, at least with kind of revisiting Metroid and acknowledging it, they're at least providing both 2D and well, I won't say completely 2D, but they gave you Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread is the original style that Metroid was known for. And it's a phenomenal game that a lot of people like, especially if they like, Metroid. And now they're also providing Metroid Prime 4, which is really cool. I think they're doing it, they're at least trying to provide games for both of those audiences. It's just whether they support or not. If you want to keep Metroid alive, I'd say at least give it a try, right? I mean, because this is a franchise that's been in kind of turmoil or just kind of Nintendo forgot about for a long time. So from that perspective, I try to see other people's perspectives on things, but if you really do love Metroid, I'd say it's at least worth a shot, excluding the discussion of Nintendo's business practices. That's like a whole other layer of it. I'm just looking at this franchise that's been forgotten for a while. I know Metroid Other M is like everything that I know of that game. I never played it, but I heard it was fucking awful for a multitude of reasons. So to kind of be left behind after that, I know they put a DS game that was 2D Metroid, which people seem to appreciate as well. So I just think that at times, like I guess I've been in situations where I've watched a lot of my favorite franchise sort of become something that it's not and be bad at it. Whereas I think Metroid Prime has at least proven that they can be good at what they're doing. It's one of those things where I understand where people are coming from, but at the same time too, it's like at least they're trying to make good games. I don't know, bro. Metroid Dread seems to be beloved. Metroid Prime 4 at least looks good. So I don't know. It's one of those things where sometimes it's good to not be super closed-minded, but people make their decisions and I respect their decisions.
I said this with Tombi last weekend. If it's one thing that I've noticed with Nintendo, is they rely too much on what used to work for them, like Mario and stuff like that. They rely too much on member berries and retro games and stuff, instead of maybe making like other consoles and PC games and PC and stuff, and coming up with new ideas, new IPs, experimenting with new stuff that people coming over to the Switch might enjoy, instead of just sticking to the usual.
I think Nintendo Nintendo is, when it comes to this, they're just like, keep it simple, stupid. If you still won't stay with us, we'll just go for your children. That's literally how they are. Like Mario and Zelda, it will connect to either you or your kids, and they're fine with either or
They
both.
are very I think for the longest time, Nintendo is mainly the family console. It seems like they're family focused, whereas you go to the other consoles and stuff, and the PC games and the console games and stuff, you're gonna find a shit ton of variety. You go to the Switch, and like I said, they focus on the member berries, so everything is going to be like Mario Party or Mario Tennis or, games that we grew up with.
People want it though. That's the thing. It's like I understand
Yeah.
that people want new things from Nintendo, and I get that. Like I've been in that position too. Um, but still, people long for Mario Party. They long for Mario Kart. They long for uh, just Mario. They long for Zelda. You have people that love Breath of the Wild Zelda, but there's people that say this is not a Legend of Zelda game. You have those. You have despite like I understand that people it's hard to appeal to so many different people because you have people that want brand new franchises. And Nintendo did provide that with Splatoon, but you have people that won't fuck with Splatoon at all because it's not a traditional Mario, Nintendo franchise. And then you have people that if they don't stick to exactly what that Nintendo has been known for, like you said, there's people that don't even want to fuck with, Metroid Prime games because it's not traditional Metroid. Like it's hard because there's some people that are super traditionalists and they look to Nintendo for traditionalist comfort food. And then you have those that want to see Nintendo kind of, experiment.
And then, of course, they brought back the Virtual Boy, which nobody really used in the first place.
Nobody wanted that shit. Like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. Nobody. Okay, you have the. Okay, VR, first of all, it's a gimmick. Meta, PlayStation, all those, nobody uses them.
Who the fuck wants to look at a game that's in black and red? Like, dude, talk about a fucking headache. Like, nobody actually wants it. Nobody wants their fake VR headset that they released to a complete total, which amounted to nothing. It was a huge failure, the Virtual Boy. Nobody wanted it back then. I don't know if they're trying to make back their money now that they lost making that god awful piece of shit, but it seems like they're really that desperate to make all the money. I don't get it. It's just they're really just entirely dependent on trying to appeal to nostalgia that they're even trying to give you their slop nostalgia too at this point. It's very weird.
Yeah, they said that they were bringing back the Virtual Boy and they were going to give it a library of 10 games. Woo, 10 games that people didn't care about on a system that nobody cared about and still doesn't care about.
Yeah.
It's like you are wasting your money.
Yeah, honestly, I'm interested to see how many people buy that shit and if it's actually successful. Because Nintendo's been successful at selling people cardboard. I'm sorry, but a big reason why Nintendo is as retarded as it is now is because unfortunately their audience will find at least some type of way to justify throwing their money away. So at that point, it's like, can I blame Nintendo for everything that they're doing? I can definitely blame them for some things that they're doing, absolutely, or just for the act itself. But when I see everyone, like not everyone, but a huge audience eat it up, it's like at that point, it's like, bro, what can I say? They're literally going to feed you shit on a plate, and you said, please, can I have some more? I mean, what can I do at that point? It is what it is. It's very strange to me.
Yeah, so what else you got? I mean, because I know you've been, because like I know you've been having a blast with Dying Light, the Beast. If they come out with like any DLC for it, are you gonna get it?
Absolutely. So the one thing that I really appreciate about Techland, and even though I don't like Dying Light 2, I've always been willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, is specifically because they've always done a magnificent job of really just always providing more content for their audience. Some of it, obviously, if it's paid, it's always been really like worthwhile expansion type stuff. But they'll keep adding like little things. They'll keep doing updates. They're still supporting the original Dying Light, even though it came out in 2015. They just did a little update that improved the sound quality, that improved the visual quality, like quality of life things for the original Dying Light, because they really value these pieces of art that they've made. So I've always been willing to give them the benefit of the doubt because they've always gone above and beyond more than any other developer that I can really think of.
Oh, Zalosi, you poor thing. Zalosi, shame moment. I owned an OG virtual.
Well, as long as everyone makes mistakes, it's just don't repeat those mistakes. That's it. And I'm interested to see who's going to repeat that very mistake right now. This is a test. But I don't know if you're interested in hearing some other games that I'm looking forward to.
Oh yes, please tell me.
All right, so I'm kind of done for this year, I think. Besides maybe some little things here and there, but I'm pretty much done with this year. I'm actually going to end up playing Expedition 33 to finish off my year, because I hadn't got to it yet. It's like that's a game that you have to dedicate a lot of time to and be really into it.
I know I'm looking for Tides of Eternity. That looks good.
Tides of Eternity.
That's, I think it's called Tides of Eternity. If anybody can think of the name of it, please.
I'll look it up
in the chat. But, it was in
for me. Tides of Eternity game. I
don't think it's called Tides of Eternity.
Tides of Annihilation.
Yes, thank you, sweetie. Tides of Annihilation. It looks awesome. I am definitely down for that.
Oh, I did look this up at one point. Oh yeah. I know this game. Yeah, I remember when they announced it. It does look interesting. Definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. It's hard to remember everything. It really is. There's so much. A lot of people are really black-pilled about gaming, and there's definitely reasons to have like a lot of criticism and to be a little cautious for sure. But there's still a lot of phenomenal games that are very interesting to look forward to. My wish list is big. Let's just leave it at that. It really is. For me, next year, I'm really looking forward to the 3D Super Meat Boy. I think that looks really fucking cool. Obviously Onimusha. There's one game that PlayStation announced on one of their previous events called Romeo is a Dead Man. That's the Pseudo 51 game that I think looks really cool.
I heard about that one.
I'm very, very excited for that. They have a asymmetrical Halloween game that I'm really excited for. I love Halloween, and they pretty much bringing in everybody that means anything to the Halloween franchise behind it. So I'm interested to see how that works out. Hopefully better than Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but nonetheless, my man Michael Myers is out here doing his thing. So I gotta see what's up. I'm excited for that too. But there's things to look forward to in gaming. There's a lot of slop to definitely be wary of, 100%, and that's why we constantly talk. That's why it's always a conversation that includes positives and negatives. And I always say that, and I'll always have those discussions, because it is important.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be, even though this is this year, this particular game is this year, as well as I think this game is definitely Mouse PI. Also, Where Winds Meet. Another one that I'm looking forward to is, I think comes out next year, Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yes, that's one I definitely was trying to remember. Yeah, Samurai Pizza Cats looks really fun. It looks so silly.
I'm definitely down for that one. Tides of Annihilation is a definite yes for me. I mean, we got some. I mean, I don't remember the names of all the ones that I've seen, but the ones that I saw in the State of Play and some of the other ones that I've seen via show reactions from Hypnocast and stuff have me really intrigued. I have yet to play Lies of any of the Lies of P DLC game. I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
Got you.
That's fair. Yeah, I have. There's a lot of the hack and slashes that are coming up. Onimusha is one of the ones that I want to check out.
Lego Batman game looks pretty sick. If
I've
you're
never
if you're
played any of
into
the Lego games.
honestly, the Lego Batman game looks more like the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games that it does. Like it has the visual aesthetics of Lego Batman, but it plays a lot like the Arkham City, really.
Sonic Racing, I look forward to.
Mhm.
I have. It's been a long time since I played a really good racing game. I think the last time I played a good racing game was Gran Turismo 5. And I had a blast with that game. I was constantly playing it. But yeah, I mean, there's some, and then on top of that, the Game Awards. They're going to just repeat all the games that we've seen during E3, State of Play, Direct, all those. They're just going to repeat all those commercials.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously, I don't really value the Game Awards, but hoping to see some new interesting stuff. I'm waiting
Resident
to.
Evil,
I'm
Resident
waiting.
Evil 9, I'm kind of about, because since it's going onto the Switch as well, I'm thinking they might dumb down on the terror, and that's one thing I don't want them to do.
Well, I think Nintendo obviously has this general association with being kid friendly. I mean, they have some strange. Even the Switch One has some weird games on it that makes you think otherwise. Let's just leave it at that. But I don't think that they're gonna dumb down like the horror for Nintendo. Maybe for mass appeal, maybe. But I mean, to be fair, I still think that like they just did Resident Evil 4 remake, and I was able to play through that. It wasn't really that scary. It was more so like it's more like pressure oriented than it is like horror. It's just action and applying pressure, being overwhelmed by the monsters or whatever those fucking things are. So I don't know. Resident Evil has been able to exist whether it's been horror focused or not. Whether you like them or not is up to you. There's so many different types of Resident Evil fans. So yeah, I don't think that's really an issue. I'm not a Resident Evil fan, so I can't really speak to it. I'm more so referencing the many other fans that I'm very close to. So I don't know. I think 9 looks interesting. I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan, but Resident Evil is kind of always they've not been they haven't been afraid to like try different things, whether they've been successful or not. Obviously, it's varied, but you never quite know what you're gonna get from them until you get it. So that's kind of interesting. The one that I'm my fingers are crossed for that actually makes it out and actually it doesn't become an action RPG is Dragon Quest 12. Dragon Quest 11 is one of my all-time favorite video games, and I've been very patiently waiting for the sequel. And it's been in development hell for a long time. This is the longest period of time in which we've gone between mainline Dragon Quest releases. This is the longest development period, and
So,
there's still no update even years later. So I'm genuinely concerned. We've only seen like a title screen.
so before we end things out, Deadeye's Lock uh, would would like to know what we think the game of the year is going to be, and
Hmm.
just for the sake of it, I would very much like my producer to come on just to hear his thoughts, if he wants to, that is, just
Hell
to
yeah,
hear what he
dude.
think.
Absolutely.
Um,
Oh, the Terminator 2D game. That's also one I'm looking forward to.
What do you need?
Sweetie, what do you think is going to be game of the year real fast?
Jesus. You're asking somebody who hasn't played a modern game for the last few years. Based on appeal, probably. I don't know. I really can't say. I'm running on fumes as it is, so you're gonna have to. Can
I
I get a
think
rain
it's
check?
great.
Can I get a rain check on that?
Yes, you can, sweetie.
Okay.
Go
All right.
sleepies.
All right.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna have to say Expedition 33. It's got the sales numbers, it got the popularity.
That's the name of it. I was like, wait a minute, the Victorian France one. Yeah, got it. That's the one. The Expedition 33.
Expedition 33. It's got
just-
the sales number, it's got the growth, it's got the popularity.
It's got the backing and the hype.
Mhm.
It's a success story. It's 110% a success story. Underdog story. Great game.
Yep. I hope that it wins. That's the one that I want to win. Not even because I played it, not even because I like it. More than anything else, I want Expedition 33 to win because of the precedent that it sends to the entire industry. I think it's an important precedent that needs to be set. A game doesn't need $300+ million put into it. It doesn't need fucking 1,000 game developers behind it. A game doesn't have to include your political fucking ideology in it. A game doesn't have to do all of the things that the industry is trying to convince you, trying to gaslight you that needs to happen. It doesn't. It literally Expedition 33 does the opposite. And it's literally one of the most beloved and appreciated games. A game doesn't need to be 70 to 80 fucking dollars. A game doesn't need millions upon millions of dollars of advertising put into it in order to get people to jump on board. It literally defeats every fucking modern narrative that you're trying to be gaslit about. So I hope more than anything else, Expedition 33 does win Game of the Year for the precedent that it does set.
Yeah, definitely. So we've hit our little 90-minute mark, sadly. It's been great having you here, girly.
Absolutely. It's always good hanging out with you.
Yeah, I can't believe I've actually made it not only past 30 episodes.
Nice.
Thank you for coming on, Tony, sweetie. Past 30 episodes, but also past 500 and hoping to go higher. Hoping to keep going. I also
keep
have
working.
to get keep working. I also got to get those watch hours.
Absolutely.
So definitely, definitely gonna keep on working. What you got coming on for tonight, sweetie?
So for me, I'm be on SNH, Saturday Night Hypnosis, which is Hypnotic's podcast, where we're probably gonna argue about something for shits and giggles and have some fun and talk some shit. So definitely come hang out with us there. For me, I mean, I don't know if you want to hear what I got going on in general, but I do my live streams Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we talk about all things in the gaming industry. We make fun of fanboys in the community that are deranged as fuck. We talk about the real shit that needs to be addressed, if it be these companies being absolutely out of pocket or game developers getting out of pocket. And most importantly, we have fun while doing it too, right? Because that's what you and I we both have a community of people that are just we just want to have some fun, and it's all about community camaraderie and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely check out my YouTube channel, Cult Classic Kate. Absolutely. And if you want to keep up with anything I got going on, I got Twitter as well, which is also Cult Classic Cage, and I've been dual streaming on Kick and Rumble simultaneously while doing YouTube. So if you guys are a little finicky about using YouTube, you'd rather go to an alternative platform, those are there for you as well. You can catch all of my live streams on those alternatives as well. So,
and I'll definitely be putting up her links after the show over on Twitter. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
So you guys to help you find her. I know my wonderful producer, he's gonna run his little commercial, so he can go on and do so. since he's
Hi, this is Alf here, and I thought we were going to be talking about something important.
Were we?
Yeah, a commercial. That's right, a commercial.
Oh, that's right.
A commercial. Hi, this is Ginger Wolf.
Hi.
She's our resident Black Widow of the Stark of Iron channel, where you'll find parody, songwriting, voice acting, puppeteering, and a heck of a lot more. Maybe a little pole work, maybe a little fire eating.
Maybe.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just like enough to add like a little spice to the pot.
A little spice to the pot. How do you like your chili? Do you like your chili hot?
I eat Philadelphia peppers.
I like my chili so goddamn hot you can cook a hog's ass with a spoonful.
So you mean like me?
Oh yeah, just like our great Ginger Wolf there.
Yeah.
That's right. So check out the Stark of Iron channel, where yeah, Snowed Up wanted a commercial of us. This is what you get.
Yeah.
We're totally cutting the last bit.
So for those of you who are still here, like I said, I am going to make a little brief announcement. Mark your calendars, because Scooby Pups Spooktober starts October 1st. What we're going to be doing on that one, every single podcast episode is going to be covering something scary. For example, I have Nadia coming on October. She and I will be talking things such as the movie series Terrifier, and all things slasher-like, or just overall scaries.
Cool.
So-
do I have permission to possibly join that? I love Terrifier. I love Damien Leone.
Sure.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
So we'll be talking slasher films, horror games. Scooby Pups Barcade will go from playing the current games, Lost Soul Aside and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and go straight to horror games. For example, I will be playing, and I will be putting a poll at this so you guys can choose which one I start off with. Siren, Silent Hill F, Outlast. I've never played Siren or Outlast. So yeah, those will be a first for me. I'll be putting up maybe a poll for Bendy and the Ink Machine. Who knows? I got a lot of scary games, so I'll be putting them up. So mark it on your calendar. Let the countdown begin, starting October 1st. As of for tonight, I am going to first have dinner. Also, I will go at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can find me over at LaVistra's channel for Dragon Cast. And then later tonight, you may find me over on Zach's. It depends on how things go over there. But yes, so that will be my stream for the nights. Like I said, 7 p.m. Eastern, Dragon Cast right after this. And tomorrow, as much as I know you guys love hearing me rage and scream while playing Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, maybe, and I mean maybe, that's a very big maybe, I'll play some Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, because like I said, the current boss is a real bitch, and I hate her, and so far the fight is now personal.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Tony.
Silence. I will enjoy your pain. I will drink it like the wine.
Bye.
Oh God, I may play some. I may play some of it. If I do, I'll start in the afternoon. Keep an eye on Twitter. I'll make the announcement then, like I do everywhere else. It's gonna be the announcement will be on Twitter. And then later on the night, just to chill and relax, I'll do some Lost Soul Aside, and then I will be on Stupenzo's tomorrow night as well. So weekend full of streaming. Next week, all games, all the time. So like, subscribe, share, follow after the stream ends, refresh, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to Cassie, subscribe to Stark of Iron, subscribe to my mod, Zelosi, one of the best mods out there. I swear to God, he's starting his own channel. And like and subscribe and follow me.
All right. I got
Please.
one last thing before you hit the end. YouTube has a new feature called Hype. If you're watching this on your telephone, come back in about an hour after this stream is processed into a video. Refresh your like and hit that Hype button, because what that's going to do is shoot this stream as a video out to a greater audience in its bracket for every hype that you give it.
Okay.
That is
Yes.
going to help her grow her channel immensely. That's my challenge to each and every one of you. Okay, now you can do your thing.
And he will be making some shorts of me and my greatest raging moments. So if you enjoy seeing me rage and all that stuff while gaming, worry not. He's going to be making a bunch of shorts of me doing that, which is going to be very embarrassing. But I'm going to let him do it because I love him. So like I said, like, subscribe, especially to Cassie. And let's see if we can't get the subscription train continuously to grow as much as we can. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
Peace out, y'all.